Okay, so we are officially live and lit with the gang. Hey, we got the whole gulag in here. So perfecto. How's everyone doing? Good? Gucci.
Macaronian.
Yes, papi.
Hey man, is there any way you can get like another chart for gold other than a white screen?
Yeah. What do you want?
But that's
dark
not gonna
mode?
affect the GBP JPY, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. Yeah.
You want it dark?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna set this up here. So we single under. IDC better. You want me to take the grid off?
No, that's fine.
All right, cool.
That's fine.
So yeah, it's
no, the thing is that the white color is
yeah, it's very bright for some
too
people.
bright for me.
Okay, no, that's fine. So welcome everyone to the Asian session hosted by Mack and Friends. Thank you for coming. Audio is on. Yes, audio is on. I hope everyone hears me. Can everyone hear me? Please say yes on the chat. Everyone.
Yeah, you're good, brother.
All right, Gucci. All right, so we out. Jiren should be here in like 20 minutes. Everyone's up another one here. Yeah, I could plug another monitor in. Anyway, welcome again to the new to a new Asian session. Motive here is to plan ahead instead of taking dumbass trades, and make sure that we are all we're all in the same say call it sequence, and of course break down gold, GJ, other pairs that you might need help with. If you need to send a chart, please go ahead and do so. I left instructions on the description on how to send a chart. All right, guys, please mute yourself. All right, Corey. Yeah. So let's start with GJ. I'm gonna go ahead and break GJ down on my chart. It's white. It's a little bright. So right now at this moment on GJ, we're currently ranging on the 30-minute. We did create a high at 140.400. The low it's at 139.800. This is basically a 60 pip range that we could work with. It's 7 p.m. already. At 8 p.m. usually we start getting more volume in the market, and we can definitely see if we could catch something that's going to give us at least 10 pips. GJ is still bullish for me on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, and even on the daily right now, which is currently above a resistance that was during that happened during the first week of December. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw this just so you guys can see. So we did break. I believe we're retesting these lows to continue up. Anyway, we're gonna look at the daily. I'm gonna go ahead and stick to the 1 hour and the 30-minute for now, and then later on, if we see a possible setup, I'll go down to the 15-minute and break it down and see where we could get an entry with the minimum stop loss. Usually 10 pips tops. For gold, I'm gonna have Kerwin break this down. He's gonna help me out. Kerwin, you can go ahead and break this down. This is gonna be a brand new chart on gold. I'm gonna make it dark because he's got problems with his retina. Maybe he needs to wear glasses, but anyway, just to change the colors on some some people have asked me on TradingView, what you do is that you go on the screen, you right click on it, and then you go on the color theme, and then you change it to dark. So this is a lot uh, less stressful for your eyesight. So on gold, we're still bullish. Right now we're consolidating, but I wanna have Kerwin break this down.
Yeah.
You got this, bro. You got this.
Hey, Sasha, how are you, man?
What up, boy?
What up?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Talking on there. Okay. Yeah. Starting with can we go to the weekly candle,
Yeah.
Mac? Because it's really important. Once you start trading Thursday and Friday, look at the weekly candle.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay too much attention on the weekly on gold. The first days of the week, basically Monday, Tuesday, you can go with the 4 hour candles, but it's really important on Thursday night, coming to Friday, to starting with the weekly candle. So basically, what we talked in the last streaming on Tuesday, we had this beautiful bullish candle, creating support, simple price action. The next one was like a dodgy weekly candle, bullish, still closer to the bullish. So can you zoom in, Mac?
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. So basically, clean structure from here. So we had this weekly creating support. Next candle on the weekly was closing like a small bullish dodgy candle.
Right.
So with this candle, it made sense. It made sense to at least retest that wick on the weekly candle. But we started to break above that area, and this is really important. The target, when you have these kind of moves, simple price action is telling you the target is going to be the next area, right? So this is your zone. So far, we are still trading above the 1883. So that's your fresh support. So it makes sense for gold, because we know Asian session is rangy. So it makes sense that gold may break down. Now we're gonna go to the 4 hour Mac.
Yeah.
So we already know that we are in a bullish weekly candle for gold, right? So now looking at the price action based on 4 hour, we are basically rejecting this area. Okay, so we're rejecting this area. That doesn't mean that gold is gonna change the trend, and gold is gonna become a selling opportunities on gold. So because what happened is you are trading this based on the 4 hour. This is your fresh resistance, and this area right here is basically your fresh support. So this is a more range. Yeah, you may have a break from structure from that lower width, from that support, retest these lows, or if you don't get this, it's gonna be a straight setup to retest this upper width.
Exactly.
Based on the 4 hour, we are basically rejecting already that area, that resistance around 18. I have my resistance. I have marked 1894.
Yes.
That's basically my resistance. So we are rejecting that area already, but that doesn't mean that gold is going to change the trend and become selling. You may have a break of this support, but how far can go gold on this selling opportunity? Maybe you can get a nice move from below 1882, 1883. Yeah, below 1883 toward 1875. but that's going to be a counter trend trade at this point, because daily still close really nice bullish. So it makes sense to look for buys to fill the wick on the daily candle. Can you go to the 30-minute now, Mac?
Hey, can somebody please let me go ahead and unmute everyone, and then just unmute yourself if you want to talk, but please don't come into the stream. Just unmute it, and then you're washing your dishes. All right. I guess he heard me. Anyway, so we're on 30-minute right now.
Yeah. Now can you squeeze the chart a little to the upside? Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. So right now, this is an area that you're not supposed to trade. This area right here.
This is straight go shit.
Because basically you have, in 30 minutes, you see how many wicks you have to the downside. So this is a deadly range. You don't have to trade in this deadly range. You're gonna have clear opportunities once you start clearing the way from this area. If you get a nice move toward this area right here, retest these highs, it's gonna be awesome. Other than that, I will not recommend anybody looking for sells on gold.
Right.
Hold on, because we know that when gold tends to move, it's powerful. So what happens is if you try to take any sell, impulsive sell below this area, it can easily just tease you to the downside, give you maybe 5-10 pips, and reverse all the way and close back in range. So this is a deadly range. I definitely don't wanna have anybody looking for sales at this point.
Especially during
you may get a nice retracement. London to retest somewhere 1880s. That's something that you can have a retest to 1880s, but that doesn't mean you have to take those sales. Your job is gonna be looking for support to be created and look for bullish moves toward that this week.
I agree.
Hey, Chivanito, where are you, my friend?
In the house. Yeah,
How you guys doing?
That. So
good, man. Good.
What I'm gonna do here is just draw these areas just in case, so people can see. This is the deadly box.
YouTube chat. Do you guys remember the first analysis we gave Kerwin, Mack, Ted, and I about those gold buys?
Yeah.
On the first Asian session. We should have all the people from the first YouTube chat here.
Yeah.
Or can they hear me?
Yeah, there's a slight delay.
Good. So. That was a great buy call we called all the way up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful move, to be honest, Jivan.
Yeah. We talked about it today, Jivan, on Rakil's stream, and we broke it down again on the weekly. Let me go back so we can see it.
Yeah. Based on the weekly, was a beautiful move. I wasn't expecting to cover all that area toward the 1900s with this weekly candle, but I definitely wanted to see some sort of rejection from 1884s, but we crossed that level. We came to tease 1890s today, even upper, but I mean, what was a beautiful move.
Right.
Yeah, if we go back to the intraday charts too, we can explain to them what happened with the Fed interest rate, how it set up liquidity.
Go to the 15 minutes.
Let's go on the 1 hour.
Go to just to annotate here. Remember we were talking about how there was only potential for gold sells if we failed to break this area, and if we had a fundamental catalyst at play. So when the Fed if for those of you who don't know, gold, as we trade XAU USD, and the secondary in this quote is the US dollar, the inverse correlation between gold and the US dollar has been a lot stronger. So whenever the US dollar is primarily weak, there's a lot more inflow of liquidity going into gold. So what we saw happen was with the Fed rate, you can see that there's this large intraday order block consolidation area for an extended period of time. We finally had a clean breakout above that range and area, and buyers create new highs. Then you could see this candle here was the Federal Reserve interest rate. They initially talked about economic downside risks, which gave the US dollar as a safe haven currency a short-term boost to the upside. Then, as market optimism didn't get faded out and the US dollar failed to break structure, and of course, the Federal Reserves had a more optimistic sentiment to finish off and the US dollar dropped off. You can see we had this massive liquidity grab where it looked like gold is going to have a sell off, but you just had buyers enter the market from previous intraday highs and have all of that liquidity to create a new intraday high now. So, with what Kerwin is talking about, of course, the market moves in waves. There's only two ways to generate liquidity or order flow in the market to have a continuation. So what I'm saying is, if you have a bullish market, right, you're going to get, when you have a high created, and what happens when a high is created is buyers start exiting positions and sellers jump in hand to relieve them out of the market, right? That's what's happening behind the scenes. So you're either going to get, when buyers exit their positions, a pullback phase that does not break structure or retest the previous lows, or a consolidation phase that does not break previous lows or break structure. So here, even though gold for some people was showing a resistance for an extended period of time here, everybody was thinking it was a sell. You have to understand that gold is very bullish on the higher time frames. The US dollar is weak and the market moves in waves. So when you had this initial high created and this pullback, you then had buyers generate liquidity and order flow in this consolidation range. And because we did not break the lows, we validate this all as buyer side volume, buyer side liquidity, and you see that intraday squeeze to create a new high and chug away. So now when we're looking at the positioning of gold, it's clear to see that buyers are still in control. We have created new intraday highs above previous highs. And like Kerwin said, we are in this bit of a range here. I agree with Kerwin that I particularly, when gold is in a bullish trend, yes, the sell moves happen, but I don't like to play the sells because you could get flipped in one candle because the gold bulls are so strong in the trend. You know what I mean? So I agree with Kerwin that if we break to the downside of this consolidation for the new daily, we might get a pullback that can still maintain and create that bullish market structure and retest previous intraday highs. Right? And I would personally be looking for what Kerwin said of another support being formed or liquidity grab around previous highs, start to form that bullish market structure. And this would be a very strong hot zone around 1872 for premium buys if we don't break there, right? I would only really be looking for buys on gold now if either we have two things happen. One is if we get the break to this consolidation downside and get the pullback, which we know if we get the pullback phase that does not break structure, it's just more buyers entering the market. So we would be best to enter with them. Or if gold just consolidates and generates liquidity, then breaks previous candle body highs, I would also be looking for that buy play up as well. Because then we can validate that it was just consolidating, getting more orders in the market. We'll get another squeeze if we break the high, you know? So it was good to see how the Fed rate got waved off. The US dollar is still weak, and gold still continuing that bullish trend as well.
Give me one
but yeah, I agree with Kerwin there.
Let me mute everyone, and so you guys can mute yourself.
Hey guys, mute yourself, bro.
Yeah, please come on. Like, be decent and stop fucking around. Like, you know.
Kerwin and Jeff, could I ask a quick question?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys can ask whatever you want.
So thanks, Mack, for putting this on. This is powerful. So when we talk about the reflation trade, right? So the whole street's talking about reflation, right? So everybody's talking about inflation coming back into the market and how everybody's looking for that component to tick back in, right? So when you look at this gold trade back down to the 1872 range, right? What time frames are you guys looking at for your tails as to whether or not this thing is going to bounce off that level or whether or not it's going to trade down through?
That's a very good question. And it's different for Kerwin and I both. Actually, Kerwin started using the 1 minute time frame now, I noticed. But basically, very great question. Once I have once we just did our quick analysis here and we have our areas of interest lined up, I primarily start to zoom in to the lower time frames. And like, for example, once we have this area of interest marked out, I'd probably put an alert here, okay? Just so I don't have to watch the charts, and I'd put an alert at the candle body highs as well. I don't really want to play in this intraday range here. I'm not looking to take the sells, but I would set those alerts. As soon as price comes to test this area, I personally start looking at the lower time frames, such as the 1 minute, 5 minute, for any signs of sellers exhausting. Because when we are coming down here, let's just say we get this pullback and we start slowly making our way down here, we would also be creating lower time frame bearish market structure. So on the lower time frame, I would be looking for a support being formed to show me sellers exhausting, aka sellers starting to exit out of the market, and a break out of that minor bearish structure for a continuation back up to play with the overall trend, right? So very similar when like you have something like this. See how gold is not a massive sell-off, but it's just having a bit of a correction. It's having a bit of a pullback. This is a very, very strong signal, but sometimes you're not going to get this many confirms or of hours of a support form. But this concept of identifying the structure in the corrective phase in the lower time frames, like for example, if we can go right now to like let's just say this period in time on like the 5 minute, I could show you a lot better, but it's not my screen right now. I'm just annotating on it. But anyways,
you want me to do it?
Yeah, let's zoom out on to go to like 1 minute on gold here. Just zoom out and go out, and we'll go to like a poll. I'll tell you when. Okay.
Current price?
No.
This
go.
is
What feed is this, bro? Just go to 5 minute. Your 1 minute's very messy.
Shitty, oh, it's IDC. No wonder.
I use Owanda.
Yeah, let's go to Owanda.
Yeah, let's go to Owanda for this example.
Okay.
Okay. See, it's a lot cleaner. You can see the candles and the structure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So go zoom out. Zoom out as much as you can.
On 5 minutes, Mac.
And just 1 minute's fine too.
1 minute.
Just zoom out and go to an area. Okay, so for example, come to here. Come to there and zoom in there. Zoom in here. Zoom in there. Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so see here. For example, this wasn't as aggressive, but this is just a quick example. Can move the screen a bit to the left and just and increase the height a bit to the left.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Okay, so see here how Mack has a support or an area of interest at 1875. On the intradays, he gets a clean break out of this area, right? What we start to notice is that once we have a clean break out of this area, we almost had about a 70 pip break above his area of interest to create a high.
Mm-hmm.
Once that high is created, we get this very minor bearish market structure develop, which is corrective pullback structure. As this high was created, you have buyers exit the market and sellers jump in accordingly to relieve them out of the market. You can see at around this point, a low was peaked, and then price pops back up and starts to show signs of sellers exhausting out of the market, right? And creating an order block or support around his support level of 1875. This isn't enough confirms to buy just yet. But what do you also see happen? You get a break out of this bearish structure, a retest, and bullish structures start to form. This area is your buy entry points. This is where you start to confirm that the pullback phase has come to an end. Sellers are exiting the market. Buyers are back in control at the higher time frame trend. And then if you look for your buys at this area and you go to the right screen now, you see how we extend up to like another high, most likely, right?
Yeah.
So if we clear that out and just go to and just scroll over now. What you doing, man?
I'm fucking stuck here. Give me 1 second.
Bro, get rid of this fucking line tool. Just go to the regular cursor, man.
I know, that's what I'm doing right now.
So Jeff, basically what you're saying is each time frame is a fractal of the other time frame, right? So the structure that we're seeing on this time frame is simply the same structure we'd see on a higher time frame, but you're looking here for tails.
Exactly. So what everybody likes to okay, move the bro. What are you doing,
bro?
Man?
This is stuck. I swear.
What is stuck, man? Click everywhere, man.
That's the problem with Mac.
Yeah.
You had to get out Windows, man. Bro. Come on, man.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
Again, you see it?
Oh my
popped out again.
Okay, so anyways, though. Okay, so see how gold is overall in. Okay, so anyway, see what I'm saying here about when we see the shift in structure. This was your entry point area. See from when you see buyers take back control that from this area you extend it out to at least revisit these previous highs, right?
Higher highs and lower lows.
Exactly. So this trade alone, it's on the 1 minute. Everyone's like, oh, 1 minute. What the hell? Look, with these confirms I just showed you, if you took your trade here and put your stop below this candle, these candle body lows, because that would make your trade invalid, right? From 1877 back up to the highs is almost 70 pips. And what? Like 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Right? So like what you said was a great describing word of it being a fractal. When everybody loves to observe price action, but it's in the name. You're watching the action of price. What is the fastest time frame to observe the reaction and action of price? The 1 minute, right? The lower time frames, 1 minute, 5 minute, whatever it may be, right? On the lower time frames, and in, of course, real time, is when you can start noticing buyers and sellers' reaction at areas of interest you have highlighted, whether it be based on a higher time frame key level, whether it be based on a retest of a market structure point, a higher high or a higher low, right? And this is where you can see, okay, is momentum still showing that we're going to break this area? Or are we starting to see exhaustion? Are we starting to see a support formed, order block? Whatever lingo you like to use, I don't care about the lingo, order blocks, supports, consolidations. It's the same shit, different describing words, but it's the same universal concepts we look for, right? So let's just say, for example, here now, gold, let's just say, continues to play. Let's just say gold to visualize, right? Gold has created a high. Structure overall is very bullish. This was around previous highs, was like that 1872 point. Let's just say it slowly keeps creeping its way down and retests 1872 and makes a support. Taking buys at the support is a high risk entry because you don't have confirms that the pullback has completed yet. You don't have confirms that the corrective phase of the market is done yet. Once you have that support formed, that's the first signs of sellers' exhaustion and sellers exiting the market. The second step is getting a shift in that corrective structure, getting a breakout of it, right? Whatever way it may look like. Once you get that support formed, that's step one. Once you break out of that structure, that's more confirms of buyers entering the market. So same idea here. Gold is either going to, now that we've created a high, it's either going to consolidate and break out to the highs, or it's just going to pull back. And once we start to come to an area of interest we expect the pullback to reach to, we start zooming in the time frames to assess the shift in buyers and sellers' strength, the shift in structure for those entry points, like that example I was showing you guys.
So that would be on the 15 minute.
I've always had a challenge going down. Everybody, I understand the fractals, but sometimes I think when you go down, if you're not clear of what you're looking for, it can be very confusing. So, but thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's one main thing I want to tell you is, and this might really open your eyes, is you know how you may look for certain patterns on the 15 minute or the hourly, like you might look for a double bottom, for example, at a support, which shows you sellers are really exiting the market. This is looking like a good buy signal, right? Or a support being created on the intraday, or a trend being respected on the hourly chart. All of these same concepts of market structure, of trends, key levels, patterns apply across all time frames. The only difference is time. Mm-hmm. The only difference is, of course, when you're looking at the monthly chart, each candle has 30 days worth of economic price and investing data within that candle. On the 1 minute, you have to be very cautious on the lower time frames and just keep it in the back of your head that this isn't historical price, that you're really playing on smaller time frames, but structure and everything else is just as relevant across all time frames, right? Like Kerwin can tell you that the same type of patterns you may see play out on the daily or hourly, you're going to see on the 5 minute as well.
I can
tell
exactly.
You that. That's the beauty of price action. Yeah. Once you know how price action is, man, you don't have to wait for 4 hours. You know, the people who are swing traders, they wait for a 4-hour candle breaking from structure and they go from there. But I don't have to wait for 30-minute candle. I can wait for a 5 minute to give me the signal. I go for it.
You don't have to wait for that because he knows what he's looking for in the lower
Yeah.
time frames.
Yeah.
For me
What he's looking
personally,
for in the lower time frames, Kerwin, is it lines up with his higher time frame analysis and bias. It works hand in hand, right? So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing.
Like this morning, Mac, can you go to the 1 hour chart on
Yeah.
gold, please?
for me, it's the
'Cause
same
it-
thing. It's the
the-
1 hour. I mean, the
Yeah, right
30
there.
minute to 15, but I usually execute on the 5 minute. On
Yeah.
gold, I'm still getting used to the 1 minute.
This morning, for if anybody in the YouTube chat was during the streaming with Raja this morning, somebody was asking if I was looking for gold going to 1890. Okay, but I told whoever was the person who asked, I told them yes, but be careful with the pullback because we may have a pullback toward 1872s because basically this rejection here, if you test gold, it's very rare that gold is gonna give you a straightaway setup during your session coming from London. So most likely at 8 a.m. it tends to break that resistance and come back to retest previous lows. So I didn't took any trade on gold this morning during New York because I had a beautiful move from here pre-London.
Right,
And my target was 1875 because aligned with an hour candle structure to the left. So my take profit was hit when I woke up this in the morning. I already had this trade done, but I knew that gold may retrace toward this area right here, the area that was left pre New York in the 1 hour candles. So that's how you manage your trades accordingly. And if you go to the 1 minute in this area, was clean. I didn't take that trade because I was done so for the year. I'm not trading anymore.
It does over the year.
But it's good. Yo,
That's
Mac,
good,
I don't mean to plug the YouTube, but people are asking about like this 1 minute scalping stuff. Just tell them to go to the like all the free
Yeah, I'm
videos
gonna
on
go
the
ahead and
Capital 100
that's what I
YouTube.
was
You know
gonna
what I
go
mean?
ahead and do right
Just
now.
so we have to keep repeating the same things and
This is Jeevan's webinar on the 1 minute scalp. You can go ahead and look up on YouTube. It's
just
called
tell them watch all the webinars. It's all free. Anyway,
Yeah,
if you're
it's
really
all
trying to
free.
like just learn about trading, like see a different viewpoint of the markets that applies like fundamentals and technicals, then there's a 4-part series on my YouTube as well
Right.
that breaks
So it's
down
gonna
like
be
scalping 101.
Scalping
But just go to
101.
that. Just go to the YouTube page itself.
Okay.
Just tell them to go to that. Yeah, just go to that. Yeah, tell them to watch all these different videos on here. If you click videos, because then all free stuff. You have like full higher time frame analysis, psychology webinars, live trading sessions, breakdowns across pairs. You get what I'm saying?
This
So for
is
anybody
it's the
in the
vault.
Zoom chat or the YouTube chat who's asking about like these different things that we're talking about, if in your free time on the weekend you run through this, next time you come on the stream, you'll be 100% better prepared and have a better idea of what's going on as well. So
I think you were talking about scalping 1 minute on gold on your first or second video when you started this channel, right?
yeah,
That video was so eye opener for me because I tend to at that point I was aware that 1 minute is so much volatility, especially with gold.
Yeah.
So you may get a headache trying to catch bottoms on 1 minute. But that video that I think is the first or second video that you have in this channel was so good, and I really liked it the way you explained it.
Respect.
The Scalping 101, yeah.
Gold is not for the weak, bro. Gold is not for the weak. It'll take your soul.
Trust. Yeah.
And gold is a wild horse, man.
Yeah. US 30 is worse than that.
Just go back to the charts now. Just so they know, you know what I mean? It's all free shit. You can get your knowledge up.
Well, it's a very good webinar. Actually, I learned a lot from Jeevan on the Scalping 101. It's been a year already, and I actually do sometimes go into the 1 minute. It's very tough. But if you know your highs and lows and how he explains it, like where to take your entries, you definitely shouldn't be in a major drawdown. Just watch it. It's golden.
Yeah. First of all, you need to backtest and feel how, and see how you feel trading 1 minute, because you may feel some pressure, you know, because we know how gold moves. But once you understand the key levels that gold tends to move, man, it's cake.
Yeah, and you play with the trend and stuff. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice to do that.
We got Asian Open in 20 minutes, but I can't stay as long as the last stream, guys. I apologize about that. I will be here with you guys next week. I got to drive to Toronto, but
Sheesh.
I'll see you guys later. Matt, Kerwin, everybody else. Thanks for having me.
Bye, bro. Thank you for coming.
2021. I'm gonna be on Rakeel streams more in the morning, and I'll be on Mac streams too. And then I got the London streams going too. So
Awesome.
2021 is
we'll
gonna
have
be
everything
crazy.
covered.
But yes, then again, thank you, Jeevan.
Take care, Julian.
No problem.
So now looking at gold right now, like Kerwin said, we're still in the range. Want to break this down on the 15-minute so you guys can see highs and lows. This is the thing about gold, you know. And let's say we would have had taken an entry around this area, which is 1883. This is actually a good area of support, but gold tends to do you know, huge pullbacks. The moment that this 15-minute candle closed with no top wick, which means like, you know, there was barely any buyers in the market at that moment, and we got a you know, this bearish candle that pulled back to the entry. This is when you start getting, you know, all let's say Debbie Downer about gold and say fuck it, I don't want to trade it again. But then again, guys, this is the Asian session. You shouldn't be trading during this time. It's my suggestion. I'm even putting it as a disclaimer on the description next time to not trade on until, you know, 8 p.m. hits Eastern time, or until 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. You know, that's when we get most of the volume during Asian session. Yesterday on GJ for Asian, yesterday on on GJ for Asian, I was actually looking at it and it was just ranging hardcore, and then I started looking at EJ. EJ looked like it was gonna continue down, but it bounced back up and it continued up, and it was just a total mess. So then again, EJ as well as GJ during Asian, it's I definitely don't suggest you to trade it unless, you know, you see volume coming in the market, and that volume usually comes in at 8 p.m. or 9:30. Um, hardly ever. I mean, like not even a year and a half ago when I was trading.
Guys, come on, guys, mute yourself.
When I was trading, yeah, there's somebody here in the Mohammed. Let me go ahead and mute him.
Seriously, guys, we're in 2020. If you guys don't know how to use Zoom, just don't get into this link. This is just so much disrespect for Matt.
I got a lot of feedback because I'm not even using my headsets right now, so you guys can hear better and the YouTube stream can hear a lot better. Anyway, let me just go back to the GJ chart, and if I see you unmuting yourself and fucking making noise, I'm gonna go ahead and kick you. I'm sorry. I want to sound like a dick, but so this is my chart on GJ. Yesterday I'm gonna go back and review the trade that I was gonna take, but I didn't take it due to the fact that I was seeing range. And usually I know that around that time we could get a massive fake out, and you know, I didn't want to be part of it. So, you know, current time right now it's 20. So what we're gonna do is gonna go back to the 16th of December and then go. Let's go back to the same area here. So let's do the 20th. So my idea on GJ was still bullish at that moment, but you know, at 7, uh, we got a basically it was just a doji candle that didn't close with any range to the top. Then the next one was just, you know, another bullish. I don't even know how to call it, but it's just another indecision candle, and then we got another bearish candle. And then at this point, that's when you become frustrated because these are 30-minute candles, and then you're waiting 30 minutes just to get a break above the certain areas, and then you do get that break, but it then goes back into the range. So 9:30 will be this time, around this area, and that's when we did get a slight pullback. And when we do get a slight pullback, what we're looking for is for the next move to either continue up or continue down, so we could get at least 10 to 20 pips. Other than that, just highly suggest everyone who's looking to trade on Asian to wait for 8 p.m., which is in 15 minutes from now, or 9:30 p.m. Gold, on the other hand, it does move more. I'd say wild, speedy, if you want to call it. And as G1 was breaking down, we can wait to see if we get a break below 1883 and continue down to retest these areas, which is 1872. This is coming from previous areas of resistance, back in December 8th, to retest and then continue up again. Market structure is still bullish overall. I wouldn't be looking for sells unless we get a nice squeeze to the downside, and it's at least 30 to 40 pips on gold specifically. Now, if you guys have any other pairs for me or squad to go ahead and break down and help you guys out, please send them to onto the chat, and I'll go ahead and post it up here, and we could go ahead and talk about it and see how can we help.
I just want to say thank you, Mack, and I just put an alert at 140, 100 because I'm going to be looking for buys, but I got to head off.
All right.
And hopefully you guys, Mack, you can join us Monday and Tuesday with Kerwin on the Franglish Zoom.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention too. Sasha, he's doing a Franglish, that's French and English, stream as well. So we're trying to we're taking over the streaming industry here.
Yeah, man.
So
I mean, I know Kerwin's going to be joining us on Monday and Tuesday morning. So just I'm sending you the invite, Mike. So if you want to join us on the Monday and Tuesday,
yeah, I'll definitely be there.
Stream on Monday, we're gonna do one.
Perfect, I'll be there.
All right, take care,
You
guys.
guys have Zoom session?
Yeah, the Zoom's gonna be sent out through my Telegram, and it's gonna be live on YouTube also.
Okay, I have your Telegram as well.
All right, awesome.
Rock on, man.
So you said
have a good one.
You left an alert at what? We said 140 what?
140, 100 for buys.
Okay, 140,
I'm
100.
Looking for sells under under 139, 934 basically.
So basically, you're looking for the breakup of
this
1 hour candle, and
I'm
below.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna go above 140.
Because now looking at the daily, we did break above 140. So we were struggling to break this before.
Yep.
And right now we did get that break. We might get that retest. I think we just did. We're still ranging during Asian, so I'll just wait for more confirmation just for it to continue up and retest again these previous.
Yeah, if you look on H1, it's pretty clean. I mean, they got that resistance there on H1, so I just want to make sure we break that resistance, close above, and my next target is going to be the next QP at 250, 140, 250.
Right.
That's going to be my first target. And after that, it's going to be like 140, 400, obviously.
Right. I'm actually going to do the same. I'm starting to use alerts. For anyone that does not you guys don't know how to use them by any chance, the only thing you have to do is just go close to the price, and there's going to be a plus sign around here. I think you need to have, I don't know if it's necessary to have the Trading View Plus or whatever the fuck it's called, but you add it, you set it up, and automatically it's gonna send you an email or a text saying an alert to your phone saying that the price has been crossed. So you can.
All right, guys. Good evening.
Bye, Sasha. Hey, thank you for showing, man.
Hey, Sacha, what is your YouTube channel?
Oh, it's like my Instagram name for now. It's gonna be changing soon, but right now it's my Instagram name. And if you want to be on the Zoom, just check out my Telegram. The link is in my bio on Instagram.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys. Good evening.
Bye.
Good.
So I had already set up an alert. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again so you guys can see more or less how it's done.
Mac,
yeah.
You know that EJ, EJ is a daily, deadly resistance.
Yeah, no, I know. I
But
was looking
since
at it on daily.
since we have tomorrow, you know, the weekly candle is closing tomorrow. I will say, even though I'm not trading anymore, but I will say look for buys on EJ.
Yeah.
Because today may be the catalyst for EJ to continue running above that resistance.
Right.
I like the way that the previous there's 1 hour wick to the downside. All that liquidity has to go somewhere, and you know, in my opinion, I will say, well, you have this. What terminal is this one? This is Oanda or what?
Let me check. Forex.com.
Forex.com.
Do you use Oanda?
Yeah, go with FXCM.
Oanda.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. So basically, what I'm looking at, even though this wick on FXCM is not that long to the downside, this liquidity has to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm not expecting that this hourly candle is gonna retest this low. Probably this price is gonna be driven toward this area and this area right here, because we are approaching for the weekly candle closing. And in my opinion, it doesn't make sense that gold that EJ, I'm sorry, respected this area right here. You know, we run all the way from that level. So right now it's consolidation prior to the next move.
Right. Especially with EJ, we do get a lot of breaks and retests, and it's very clean when it comes to price action and breaks and retests. For example, I actually took a trade on EJ. I haven't done that in a minute, but I did take a trade yesterday on the 1 hour. It was around. Let's see. I think it's this area. So let me go ahead and redo this. So this is the 1 hour. This was the entry at this candle. It broke. So let me go ahead and it was basically just like this. Candle broke. This is a 1 hour resistance at this point. It did break. It closed above the resistance, and then for a break and retest, you need another candle to go back and retest this area below here. So I had sell buy limits right below this wick here. So they didn't get activated, but I did manually enter. EJ did go up how many pips? 6.5 pips. Wasn't that much at that moment. I closed because I knew that since this candle retested it, retested it, didn't go that deep, and it tried to continue up. It failed, and then the next one was the second opportunity. Usually, you give 2 chances when it comes to a break and retest for it to go up. But at this point, it went up 6 pips, and I'm like, let me just go ahead and close because it's gonna go back into this range. This is a typical textbook break and retest, very easy. And now today, apparently, it did break that area, and it went back down again below 126 or 140, and now it did go up. It didn't retest. This is the thing about trading. Sometimes you do get the retest, sometimes you don't get the retest. So it did break, and now we're basically in this consolidation area. And as Kevin can say, we might get this since this liquidity happened. Has to go
an
somewhere.
easy target for EJ to go up. It's gonna be 126, 700, 750, somewhere there. That's gonna be an easy target. We can get that move with Asia opening.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I really like, if this was another day, I will take that bear buys on EJ, man. But definitely. I'm
If we
not.
do
I'm not
break, if we
trading.
do break above this area right now, as we're
Yeah.
doing, and we do get a nice close, you know, and it's 8 p.m. when volatility comes into the market.
Yes.
That's my grandma, by the way.
Yeah.
Volatility comes into the market. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not? I don't see why not. You can't. I mean, you can definitely take a trade and see how what your stop loss can be, and if it's you know, a stop loss that's not gonna take you out,
Yeah.
and definitely, you know, make you some money, like a 10 pip stop loss, and you're gaining what, 20
Yeah.
up to the area,
Yeah.
then why not? You know, so
Yeah.
I'll actually be looking for that as well.
So far, that's the only thing that I can see in my chart that I really liked.
Yeah.
EJ buys above that resistance. These hourly candles just grabbing liquidity again, like the one from 6 p.m. So now this hourly candle can easily break that resistance and go into 126,600 and so on. The opening the next hour candle is going to be the nice push.
Right.
For
So
this
the next hour
resistance.
candle,
And the good thing is, since this is a heavy resistance, and we are approaching to the weekly candle closing, we can, you know, EJ can easily start pumping toward 127.
exactly.
But
And
you
look how
know,
it's moving right
if you get this move toward 126 and 600, 126, 700, it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said again, you know, careful. It's Asian. I've witnessed this a lot. You know, seeing EJ pumping up, it breaking, you know, previous highs like it's doing right now. But it's, I mean, we still got 3 minutes. In this 3 minutes, we can either stay above this area or go back into the range and grab a little bit more liquidity for it to continue up. So be patient, you know, patient. This can be a perfect trade. You just have to be patient. We're gonna go ahead and dissect it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and stay longer than if
Yeah,
you know.
especially because AJ is at a heavy resistance, so that's why you have to be careful with.
Yeah.
But,
So what you could do, since I wanna, you know, learn as well with you guys on setting up alerts just to plan ahead. I'm actually gonna go ahead and set up an alert here for it just to stay. If it goes below here, I'm gonna get an alert, and if it stays above here, I'm not gonna get an alert. So basically, I'm just gonna keep it like that, making sure that if it goes below here, I'm gonna be aware that uh, EJ is going back into the range, so I could take a better entry. But as of right now, I'm not gonna get into any trades until we get a nice close above this area, and it's already 8 p.m. Because at 8 p.m. we might get, you know, once it's Asian Open, we might get a retracement, and that retracement can pull you all the way back here. So always be wary of that. Let me go ahead and look at GJ also on my main chart, not the Orlando one. It's FXCM.
yeah, definitely AJ is gonna make the move.
Because GJ right now looks like ghost shit.
Yeah, no, GG is a no for
It's a
now.
big no right now. So
definitely EJ has better structure than GG.
A lot better. And this is what I like about EJ and GJ, is that sometimes they're like very close, like cousins, and sometimes they can see, you know, you can see them move completely different. So, you know, with time you can see how one pair moves different from the other. So let's go ahead and look for EJ for the night and see if we can get a nice entry. As of right now, we're breaking out of this 1 hour um, zone. We close above here. Like I said before, EJ does tend to do a nice break and retest, so we might go back into the range and catch entries below 126.500.
Yeah, the only thing on EJ is that you already had this liquidity graph.
Right. So that could just pop up,
So
back
yeah,
up,
exactly.
and not retest this area. So,
Yeah,
you know,
and
anytime
you still have 1 hour for this 4 hour candle closing, and everything looks good.
everything looks good, you don't think we're gonna get any retest to the downside?
Yeah, we may get a retest. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
mean, we
may,
never
but
know.
anything that consider retest, it's gonna be a pull. You know, it's gonna be a pullback toward this area, but fail to close below this range,
Exactly.
this resistance.
So
If you have any candle closing, let me see. If you have this basically this candle closing something like this, you can scratch out from this trade easily,
exactly.
because at that point it's a plain and simple fake out.
Right.
So that's why you don't want to see. Now, if you see if you see something like this,
1 second. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, if you see something like this, like a small pin bar, and you know just retest, and these candles start basically must be a bullish. If you see this candle breaking something like this, it's gonna be a nice move. Not coming back to this area right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So break and retest will be the candle going below this current uh, area of rejection. What I have here, you know, you could call it support now, and have a buy limit. But then again, we did get liquidity already, so I don't think you know, if we do get back in the range, I think we're gonna stay in here because of the liquidity, since you know we already pushed up. Um, Most likely we are not gonna retest and continue up. We might just retest and stay below the range. That's what you were saying basically. So right now, you know, if we do get a break above 126,556, that will be a very clean entry on EJ, and you can have your stops right above this support area.
Yeah, somewhere near 126 480.
So it will be
Somewhere
something
there.
like this. This is
It's
then
like 10
again,
pips.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is 5 pips. You know, 5 pips to get 15 pips. This is a very good trade. Just
Yeah,
you know,
because based on Mack, based on price action on 30 minute, this 30-minute candle that just closed a couple minutes ago looks promising.
yeah,
That bottom wick to the downside is beautiful. So now this 30-minute candle, in order to continue with price action and these buys to be valid, this new 30-minute candle needs to create another high.
mm-hmm.
You know, and what's gonna be the target for that high is gonna be this area right here, this area right here. This is your target. So that's like around 126 600 somewhere there. So that's your target. If you get a rejection from there, then you know
Then
you
that
can
will be
easily
invalid. You know,
close
just
your
close
trade
it,
and wait for London,
close
because
it right
you always
away.
have opportunity for these trades.
Right. So we do get a nice break above this area. We could go into the smaller time frames, the 15, and we see something closing above 126.500. Then I'll definitely call it a trade, and it will be a valid trade to get at least 10 pips up. Then again, we have this area here, 126.50 59 600. That's you know six well five pips away from here. It's not a big range, but if we fail to break this zone, then definitely the trade will be null, and I'll just definitely close if I have it open. And again, you know, the risk is entirely up to you if you want to get into a trade, and you know for a fact that you can go ahead and manage it. If it goes into drawdown, then I have nothing to say but go ahead and execute. That's the only way for you to learn and for you to be for you to progress into the trading scene. Now, at this moment, I'll be wary of that since I got an alert on EJ saying that it's going back into the range. So this is basically what I get. It's just an email, and I get also on my phone. Took it off, saying that EJ is currently back going into the range. Now this is when I'm looking at the a chart more closely, and I try to see if there is a possible entry on the 1 hour if it's a break and retest. But then again, Carol mentioned we did grab a lot of liquidity here, so I want to keep it as technical and simple as possible. So I'll wait for a break above 126.550.
Yes.
So let me take this off. No buy limits around here. Hopefully we could just get a bounce off here and continue up. On the 1 minute on EJ, it's not as good as gold, because there you can get a lot of consolidation on the 1 minute on EJ, but you can also use it for confluence. Let's say that this 1 minute does not go below the this current one, the bullish one, and it continues up, then that could be a potential entry to continue up on EJ. So in the meantime, if you guys want, I could go ahead and review charts. Just try to go ahead and send them to me if you want. The way to send a chart is basically just snapshotting it, the URL, copy it, you go into a new tab, you paste it, and then you copy the last code after .com, and then go into the chat and send it to me. What the heck is this block card? This is like another crypto card. Well, I guess I'm making like crypto offers. It's not even funny. So this is continuing up.
Matt, quick question.
Yeah. What's up?
While you're in Asia, do you manage trades any differently than you would in the pre-New York session or New York session?
Oh hell yeah! I'll definitely be more close to the charts. As in Asia, we do get a lot of fake outs. That's something that I learned basically on my first year of trading. These fake outs are horrible, bro. Like you can see your your trade going to 10 pips in profit, and out the blue, in the next 15-minute candle, you get a nice close, on the previous one with a wick to the top, meaning that there will be range, and the next one will go ahead and take you out completely and go back into the range, or just take you out, and change the trend completely. So at this point, if you wanted to be a cowboy and going to the 1 minute, the entry would have been perfect at this point, keeping your stops below the previous 1 minute, which is here, and continuing up. So, be aware of that.
Simple price action, man.
Simple price action. You don't have to be scared of that. If it goes back into your entry, just close the trade and that's it,
Yeah. Nothing happened.
So hopefully it can work out. This is a paper trade. I'm not taking it. I'm still waiting for a break above this area, 126.556, and I will jump in.
If you look at the 5-minute candle, it's dangerous, to be honest, because like I said before, we are trading at resistance. It's a heavy resistance. But based on the liquidity graph that we have on previous 1 hour candles, it's clean. It's clean, it's clean move.
That liquidity has to go somewhere, and that somewhere is on the upside. But look at this.
Yeah, that's 600s.
Pullbacks that stress you the fuck out under a nation. And once you trade New York or London, and then you go into Asian, you don't want to deal with that stress, So I'm doing this just to help like I said, I don't make money out of this. I'm promoting just Magic Keys because I think it's a very unique tool. Definitely, a lot of people should use it. But other than that, if you want to trade the Asian opening, definitely just try to look for the best setup you can find.
Now this 5 minutes, if you want this trade to be valid, you want this 5 minutes before the
Oh, look, it's
8:15
breaking. Nice.
close to break those highs.
Yeah.
So it's simple. I mean, you can get a nice squeeze to the 600.
So at this point, I will set my stops right here at break even, and if I had entered a position, I would let it run until I get at least 7 to 8 pips, since there is an area of rejection here, and I'll be wary of this area. We might get a swift move and continue up, or we just might get a wick to this upside and then head all the way back down. So, just make sure that you always manage your trade accordingly. If it's going back against you, back into your entry and going into drawdown, then start closing half of it, or start closing at least, part of the trade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it should definitely work. This is a 7 pip move from here.
I mean, looking at the pairs that I usually trade, that's the only pair that if I was trading, that's the only pair that I would take a trade. It's a clean move. Trust. But you want this 15-minute candle to close about 126,600.
Yeah. I don't know why that feed is a little slower, because I'm looking at my chart on my phone. I don't know, it might be my phone, but I think this is a little delayed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's moving. I came back from the hospital. I couldn't even go in because there were so many people in it.
Well, and what time frame do you use when marking up your son on gold? And I have started using for
gold.
Yes, definitely that's something that I do. I map my charts based on 4-hour candles on gold, and I drop down the charts to 5 minutes, 15 minutes.
On gold, yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Go back to my gold chart here. So basically on gold, I usually start on the 1 hour. This is not. Is it on? No.
Comes the pullback on each. This 15-minute candle will left a quick to the upside.
Wait, what the heck?
So as long this, if you guys are looking at EJ, as long this current 15-minute candle close bullish, somewhere about 126, 550, 560. If we don't close, let's say at 600 level, then expect a small pullback toward the previous area that we just left at 126, 500s.
Yeah, because you look closely,
Other
you have
than that,
this.
the price should continue. And by the retracement, I'm not expecting the 30-minute candle to close bearish again in this in a range that we just left. So, but we know it's session, so it's low volume. It tends to range a lot. So be careful with that.
Wait, give me 1 second. I'm looking. What the heck happened to my mic? The chart. Zero and Forex.com. I think I cleared the my whole marks.
Oh, your key levels?
Yeah, my key levels. I think. Yeah, I fucked it up. Anyway, let's just focus on EJ, and I'll just I'll go over that in a little. I don't mind marking them again. I think we should be hitting target soon. That was a nice temp.
600. Because you had the previous rejection from there, so expect some sort of rejection as well. And other than that, if you break really heavy, that 600 is going through to the 700. That's basically it. I mean, that's how you manage your trade.
So I already closed the half.
Yeah. Very good.
And leaving the restaurant. So
very good. At this point, the 1 hour candle and the 30-minute candle create a new high. So beautiful price action says that we should not come back to close below 126,500.
Right.
Price should just continue.
We're past the second 50-minute. On 2 minutes, we already went over this area, which is over this wick. It's continuing up, and this is where my runner runs until the next area, which Kerwin marked, and I believe he said it's 7:35. So I'm gonna go ahead and mic this down. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey Mac, you need something like horns or something else. What's your call?
Nah, bro, I ain't got no horns. I don't even got a second monitor, bro. I'll bump some Gucci man.
I got that plow.
There you go.
That was an easy trade brought to you by Mack.
That was an easy trade brought to you by Mack and Gang Squad.
Sponsored by Tequila.
That's Mac money.
Sponsored by Tequila, Mac money.
So, at this point, feel free to close 50% and enjoy the rest of the night.
Enjoy the rest of your night. And I can't believe
trading is that simple.
I can't believe I fucked my fucking gold chart up. Bro.
Yeah, you're so worried about the key levels of gold. Don't worry, Jivan's gonna mark you.
Fucking Jivan, man.
That's how you make
anyway, at this point, guys, if you have your, if you had a trade above this area, like I mentioned before, and you're up 7 pips, make sure your stops are break even already. With EJ 7 pips, I'll call it to break even. And next area.
Also for the good luck, man, give a like to the stream. Let's promote this streaming.
Yeah, guys, come on, guys. I do
gonna help a lot of people, to learn for free the right way.
I do a lot of shit for you guys.
Give
it a like, guys. Give it a fucking like.
Molinsky Trading
Hey,
Channel.
shit, we got 146 people watching. That's crazy, bro. Hey, thank you. I haven't even seen it. Bro, it sucks to have like one monitor because I can't see shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like go
so
back and forth because I don't want to like.
Mac, I have a question here from the
Yeah.
Gulag. Molinsky Trading Channel says, Kerwin, may I ask you a question? How do you manage your stop loss trade on gold? Okay, Molinsky. Basically, we know that gold once start moving, it moves a lot, basically 20 to 30 pips every 15 minutes, right? So as soon you get those clear moves on gold, your job is gonna secure at 15, 20 pips, at least 50%, and bring your stop loss basically, if not a break even, but near to the area that you just left. I usually trade gold with 20 to 30 pips stop loss because gold is moves so quick that if you use 10 pips, it's gonna give you, it's gonna take you out really quick. So I tend to have my stop loss 25, somewhere 30 pips on gold, depending on the setup. And once I start moving, gold can easily give you 20 pips in less than 15 minutes.
Exactly.
And you can do two things at that point: close 50%, bring stop loss near to break even, or basically a break even. But you know that you may have a pullback, so it's gonna take you up. Or close 75% with the magic keys. It's really easy to do it. So you can close 50 or 75, and that's it. And let the return. And depending of the timing, because gold moves so good, but you will need to be perfect with the timing.
Vision. All right, I'm gonna have to take you, bro. Sorry about that. It's not suicide. What the fuck is this spamming? Yeah, I don't want to be a dick, but come on, guys. If you're going to the fucking stream, just mute yourselves. The least you could do, you know. Then again, EJ should continue up, hit target. And there you go. That was a nice call. You know, simple, easy, stress free. Like I said, if you trade Asian and you're looking for Asian people, you know, on YouTube and gurus and shit like that, looking for signals and whatnot, you could do this yourself. You don't have to listen to somebody and just do their method.
And something that we have to say every time we are streaming during Asian session, it's Asian session is mostly for analysis. You don't have to be in a rush taking trades during Asian session because it's a deadly session. Low volume spikes to either way, and if you get a trade easy as the one we got today on EJ, I mean, if you make 10 pips on EJ, call it a night, man. Come back tomorrow for London or for New York to look for something else. If you can manage every day during Asian session getting 10 to 15 pips, that's it, man. Don't try to be a hero holding these trades for longer.
Until London. Like it hardly ever happens. And now if you see here in the 1 minute, it created an order block. This is where sellers and buyers are struggling. And if we start seeing rejection here and we don't get a break above these areas, then this is a definitely point for you to go ahead and close your trade completely. Because the last thing you want is for your trade to go ahead and go into drawdown. And you just want a 1 minute candle, and it can happen. So at this point, I would just close completely if I don't see this 1 minute closing above here. That's the good thing about having two charts set up side to side. Since we still have 5 minutes for the hour to close, and this 1 minute is currently closing below this order block here. An order block is just basically a small consolidation. This, this is in the 1 minute. I don't want to go ahead and teach, the 1 minute and preach it, but now we see here that this other 1 minute is closing above here, and we still got another 6 minutes for the 30 minute candle to close. But now, as you see, we're struggling to close above. Then that would be like my signal to close half, secure, or close completely. And you don't have to be stuck to the 1 minute. This is just a suggestion. Disclaimer: you don't have to trade based off the 1 minute unless you're experienced. But then again, Asian, you want to go ahead and get the easiest setup possible, like the one we called here. For me, it was an entry here on the 1 minute. Like I said, I got about 9 pips, and I closed. Once I started seeing consolidation here, I closed, and that was it. Called it a day. Now you see this 1 minute is closing below here. It's basically rejecting that zone and going into the 5 minute.
Yeah.
We see that it's struggling to break above, and now it broke below the previous one. So, and again, Asian is, like I said, it can take you out. So take whatever the market gives you. Try to set up your trades with the smallest stop loss you can, possibly. And then again, you don't have to trade based off the 1 minute. You could do break and retest. But then again, just focus on one pair or two. If you don't see GJ giving you these 10 pips, then go on to EJ. It might move. You might see a move like the one that Kerwin called out with this liquidity down to the bottom. You can't see it on this feed, but Trader's Domain, I can see it, and on your broker, you can probably see that there was a spike down here below this area. Then again, that's what runners are for. If I have a runner at this moment, I will let her run, because then again, nothing is sure. This 5 minute can just be grabbing liquidity to continue up. I would suggest for this 30-minute to close, see how it closes. If it closes with a wick to the top, meaning that there's still range for it to keep on going, and there's still potential for it to keep on going. And seeing how the next 30-minute until 9 leading up to 9 p.m. is acting. Based on that, I either close or let the runner go on to the next area. So this would be my TP. Take profit, and this will be my runner. So see how that works out. And in the meantime, let me go ahead and go to the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back, okay?
JR, how are you, my brother? I'm reading the chat right now on YouTube. Magic is that trade, man. You already know, brother.
No, man, mute your mic. Sorry, guys.
Bro, shut up. That's how I feel.
Irving,
Sir.
I'm asking you, do you remember how much you paid for the trading view at Black Friday?
Not sure. Let me see.
Thank you, man. And if you can remember which plan, it's be awesome, man.
I know there was the one in the middle. No, the one that allows you to get it's like 4 charts at the same time in the screen. Let's see.
I believe it's the Pro Plus. That one.
4 charts is Pro Plus.
Yeah, like 170, I think it was.
Yo, a little life hack for you. All you got to do is open up 4 different Internet Explorers and put them in each corner. That's what I do. I don't even pay
Yeah, but
attention.
I don't do it because of the for those 4 charts. I do it because you can get access to more stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, like the back testing,
Yeah.
the rewind thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Yeah.
I just do all mine on the simulator.
That's enough. What did you say? You open it in 4 different.
Yeah, I just open up 4 different internet windows and I put them in each corner, and I either have 4 different charts there, or I just have all, one pair, and I have all different time frames in all 4 corners.
Well, it was 108. 108. I just checked. 108.
Great price.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No problem, man. It's a pleasure.
Done for the year, Kerwin?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank God,
Awesome.
yes. Yeah.
Awesome. You ended on the good note?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, you end the year on a good note?
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean, I'm done trading, but I'll be here, hanging around, trying to give some support to Mack and Sasha, whoever needs me, I'll be here, man.
Well, you're the man.
Thank you, brother. I'm always around. If anybody needs help, just let me know.
We are addicted to the chart, right?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I can't, I cannot stay away from the charts and completely. I'm always looking for charts, setups, something like that. Even though I'm not taking trades, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be, away completely away from the charts. Like today, EJ did a nice move. Was
So you see, guys, my bad, Kerwin, how EJ pulled back, and I was retesting this zone that I drew here, but it's actually going below the zone. Most likely, it's just gonna pull back, and that's when you have to be aware of either you want to continue in the trade or just call it and close it out completely. last thing you want to do is go into drawdown. I don't know. Somebody here in the chat is saying that I'm doing this for to sell magic keys. Bro, you don't even know how much money I make out of magic keys. I don't even make like $10 a sale. The reason why I promote magic keys is because it's actually a very good tool, and if you want to have something physical instead of an EA for you to set up your take profits and take, you take profits or you break even, um yeah, it's a perfect tool, and I'll continue to promote it, and it helps me catch 10 pips. So I think it should help a lot of people catch 10 pips.
Really game changer.
It is a game changer at the end of the day. I use it on GJ. It helps a lot on GJ. On gold, sometimes I use it. I don't use it on pairs like EJ because it's very slow. I don't swing, so I don't need to use it on pairs that they tend to run for at least like 100 and something pips. But Magic Keys is perfect for that. You could set up your partials. You could modify the percentage you want to take out of it. You could, for me, the best macro will be auto break even, because automatically, as soon as you get into a trade, you click on that, you activate it. For me on GJ, as soon as I hit 10 pips, it goes into auto break even. My first take profit will be 11 pips or 10 pips. I take 80% of my position and I leave the rest run.
It's not mine as yours.
Mac, I view Magic Keys like a Honda or a Toyota. You can't be upset with buying one of those two vehicles.
Right, you can't be upset about buying it. Like, bro, it's something that's gonna help you. It's gonna help you perform. It's gonna help you um, realize that you don't have to be on the chart just looking at the screen and be a zombie to it. Um, Automatically, bro, you enter a buy. You set up your auto break even to 10 pips. Let it run. Um, then again, if you're a person that goes based on percentage, you set it up so you could do 2% per trade. So automatically your stop loss is gonna be, let's say, 10 pips, but your lot size is gonna be modified according to your equity. Um, so yeah, so you depends like 10 pips, and you only want to lose 2% of that. And you have a $200 account. That would be what, $2? Yeah. Um, Other than that, once you start, going into, let's say, drawdown, as Rakio explains, and you want to start closing half of your position, quarter of your position, that's perfect. I think that's incredible. You don't want to have your whole position go hit your stop loss. Let's say it's at 10 pips, and why let it hit the 10 pips if it's going slowly down and down and down, and for a fact, because you get that feeling that it's gonna get hit. Start closing. There's a button here that you could set it up. It's called close custom, and for me it's 25%. Because you have the other one, which is close half, so it doesn't make sense to put the close custom to 50%. So once you hit close half, it's gonna close 50% of your position, meaning that there's 50% risk off your shoulders that you don't have to worry about, or you close 25% because you don't feel as comfortable. You get that gut feeling, and always trust your gut feeling, bro. It's not the fucking tacos you ate. It's something that's gonna happen. Um, Other than that, you feel it. You feel that it's definitely gonna hit it. Close the whole position. There's one button here that says close full, and let's say you have 10 positions running. I know a lot of people that they do multiple positions for some reason because I guess they like seeing blue a lot on their screen, even though they're like penny lots. Um, just by the click of one button, you could close all of those positions. You don't have to be clicking on them. I know there's EAs out there that you could do the same. You could set up your auto break even. You could set up your partials and whatnot. But then again, this is something physical. This is the thing. It's physical. It's a physical thing, and some people are more more prompt to do to follow a physical instrument rather than something that's involving coding and you typing into a computer into a keyboard. I don't mind either way. It's good for me. I've tried EAs before. I've tried trade copiers before. It's nothing out of this world as long as you know what you're doing. You shouldn't have an issue. But Magic Keys is not making me a millionaire or I'm doing it for cloud or anything like that.
Yeah, Mac. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Good off.
You're welcome, brother.
Till tomorrow, brother.
Nah, not tomorrow, man. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's
I
Friday, broski.
New York session.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. We're gonna have Alex do Alex Dow or do whatever. The guy, he's the mentor of the trading memes. I don't know if you've seen him on Instagram, the trading
The
memes.
German guy?
Yeah, the German guy. Yeah, he's gonna be back tomorrow. He's super funny. He's super cool. This is
And I love his vibe. His vibe is very awesome.
Yeah, his vibe is extremely awesome. He used to be into music before, so you could tell that vibe is it's very friendly, and he's a seven-figure trader. So this is someone you could definitely want to learn from, and get that knowledge from. Um, so
Thank you, anyone. Bye.
you're welcome, Momo. Bye, bro. Be safe. Yeah, if you want to tune in tomorrow, go ahead and do so. Should be lit. I'm gonna be there as well. I love this guy. He's got a lot of car pictures too. Give me 1 second. And the trading memes. He's one of his students also. So let's continue watching EJ. And in the meantime, I want to see my chat because it's at 80 something. Yeah, I got a feeling it is. Or AUD USD. Yeah, it's been in a bullish run for fucking almost 5 weeks already. Give me 1 second.
But can you go to the messages? There's a
Yeah.
Molinsky training channel sent a chart, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to open it, and for me, it's not working. That link.
Yeah, I tried opening it too, and it's not working. Give me
Yeah.
1 second. There's one here on the Zoom, but because it still has to be like that. Yeah, give me 1 second.
David Johnson. Just want to thank you for everything you do on Rise Stream. I learned a lot. David, for me it's a pleasure, and I know for Mack it's a pleasure too. You know, we're in this together. We're trying to build this community smarter, stronger, and wiser coming to trading. You know, because this is something that is being so manipulated by the so-called mentors out there. Asking for mentors, memberships, monthly memberships, and
Yeah.
we're trying to do this for free. We're trying to teach the right way. I mean, at least the way we see the markets. So for me, it's a pleasure. I know for Raja as well, Ted, everybody in this team from Market Fluidity and the Forex family, it's a pleasure. You know, for me, it's a blessing being able to share the little stuff that I know about the market. So I mean, it's a blessing for me, man.
Yeah.
And now I'll be here, for the long run because it's something that I really like doing.
Right. Now this chart, you're looking for a sell if the previous 30-minute breaks below the yesterday's high. Now you're aiming for the wick, which is good. I'll definitely be aware of definitely this area here that's it's very clean, but then again you also got, give me 1 second, I need to annotate um, this wick right here, right? So as long as you get this clean break below your support drawn by that previous high from yesterday, then yes, I'll call this trade a valid trade. um, on GU, I don't usually trade it much, but it does move similar to GJ, and I think it's a very valid trade, and that's a good chance for you to get down to, I don't know how many pips would this be, but I will be aiming for this right here. Previous resistance now turns support, 1.35, 400. So yeah.
Awesome, man. That's what I did. I appreciate it.
That's what you did?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So did it work out?
Still in it. Mid drawdown, but it's going.
All right, perfect. Just remember that at 9:30, you should definitely get a bigger push on the pound pairs. So always be aware of that. But other than that, yes, I think it's valid. Your support zone is very well drawn. Try to use lines also, like you did here. And on top of the line, what I do is that I draw my area of rejection like this. Same way Dracul trades. So I just wanna kind of replicate that, but we all have different styles, so you don't have to really do the same. Just be aware of if you're going to draw down that if you need to close the trade because it's not gonna work your way, then go ahead and do so. Once you get that gut feeling, then for me it's always gonna be a no-no, and I'll close the trade at least half of it, and if not, then I'll close the full. Let me see GJ, since we were talking about GU. Damn, dude, what the heck happened to my GJ chart? And I mean, my goal. I'll probably have to like reset my browser. Anyway, that's fine because on GJ, you can definitely go ahead and break it down easily and go into previous key levels. They're mostly the same. They're 0.200, 0.400, 0.500, 0.700, 0.800. Anything that ends in zero, it can probably it's probably been touched before. And right now it's just ranging at this point. So I'm guessing GU it's on the same tip, but on GJ at the moment I wouldn't be looking for any trades, to be honest. Maybe at 9:30, but right now I don't want to be stuck in a consolidation. I definitely need a second monitor. This is so annoying. Having just one monitor. I have two monitors here, but I can't plug them in because of the Mac. I guess I need an adapter, and the DVI adapter is not working for this. Give me 1 second here. Bro, who the heck is that, man?
See, Mac, that's what happens when you use Mac.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a
exactly.
fucking Mac, bro. I definitely need a gaming rig or something.
It's a PC.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a gaming rig. I'm gonna build it. I haven't built a PC in a minute, so I'm gonna try to get on that. Yeah.
You're a New York City guy, so Micro Center Yonkers.
Yeah. How you know? That's dope. So let me go take this shit off. Alerts. So hopefully, that was a good trade. We called, 7 to 9 pips from the bottom here. I think it should continue running. Get this guy. I think it should continue running. Mac, do you trade London? No, I'm not gonna trade London session anymore since I'm doing this for clout, for money. No, I'm playing. No, I'm not gonna trade London because I usually trade New York, pre-New York, and it's a lot of.
Hey, Mac, we were talking about structure before, and just look at the 1 minute on Euro Kiwi right now, and forget about the time frame, but just look at the structure.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about that, or Kerwin, or anybody else, one of you guys? I'm just curious what you think. 1 minute.
On the 1 minute on the end.
Again, time frame being a fractal of another time frame. So.
All right, on EN, let's talk about structure. It's the same thing, bro. To me, it looks the same. This is bearish on the 1 minute. It's creating highs and lows. At this point, I would look for the most recent price action. And if we stay above this area, which is 1.71800, we can definitely hit the next area, which is 1.7632. This is a 7 to 8 pip move, and it should happen.
Yeah,
it's that simple.
Yeah, you still have some use toward that resistance you were trading basically in this downtrend channel on 1 minute, and basically, yeah, exactly. So as long as you start mapping this chart, something like this, you may encounter that this thing can come down and retest somewhere here.
Yeah, there you go. Look, boom, 7 pips right there. I don't trade EN.
Yeah, what's up? I just noticed it, and I was just curious because something I saw earlier with what Kerwin was saying, what Jed was saying, and what you said, which
Yeah.
was the structure breaking down, and then you saw a low
Right.
at the level here at 2015, right?
You can
And then you
annotate
saw
it.
the higher low at 2032, 2033, 2045, and then it just broke out above that. And
Right.
it's the same structure that you see over and over again. It's just a fractal. This is a 1 minute, but you see it also on the higher time frames. And I'm just
Yes.
curious what your thoughts were.
But then you go on the monthly, but the thing about the monthly, like Jeevan said, there's a lot of data going on into each candle, so it's just not gonna be the same structure, same as the weekly, because there's a lot of economical uh, headlines going on certain things. But technically, on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the 30 minute, 15, 5, 1 minute, even on the 30 second, the structure should be relatively the same. You know, as long
Thank
as
you guys.
keep,
Appreciate it.
yeah, as long as you stay below your highs and lows, or above your highs and lows, or whatever the trend is, you can definitely get a nice trade in. Now, as you see on the 1 minute here on the end, um, it it failed to break this current high to continue up and retest that previous high at 1.71600. So right now, what I'll be waiting for, since we broke a bearish trend, is for it to settle. Since I believe it's just gonna consolidate until 9 p.m. Uh, as this is being moved also by the Asian market, and just wait for more voting to come in, so you could get a better vision on what the trend is and how you could take a better entry. Yeah, and it basically that price action works the same on all pairs. I don't know about crypto very much. I don't trade crypto, but we could definitely check it out and see on XRP on the 1 minute. Yeah, XRP on the 1 minute. Yeah, it's definitely not the same. This is very very rangy. If you can see, there's one trend line, one trend going down, then another one out the blue in literally 5 minutes just went bullish again, then went bearish again. It's not respecting highs or lows. Yeah, it's definitely not the same as a currency pair. So cryptocurrency pairs, you have to be a lot more experienced to scalp it on the 1 minute, or try to find the right price action on it. But anyway, GJ didn't do anything for us today, guys. If you see on the 30 minute, this is straight fucking shit. Straight fucking garbage.
Yeah.
EJ,
Yeah.
let's see what happened. It's still struggling to stay above that area. At that point, it's already 9 p.m. our time. This is not healthy to stay on the charts for this long, but I believe this should continue up and hit 126,730 at least, for a late night celebration at 9 p.m. Once we get some volatility, I'm actually going to stay here for the first 5 minutes of 9 p.m. and see how this.
At this point, the 4-hour candle is about to close. One minute about to close, and we're gonna have the next 4-hour candle opening. So it makes sense for EJ to continue up. You make it a retest toward 126,600, 560. And if we're still respecting the wick on the 15 minute, wick to the downside based on the 15 minute, we may continue going up. It's gonna be an easy target, the 700 area.
Perfect. All right, let's see how it works. See if the first 5 minutes definitely we should be breaking this wick right here. On the 30-minute, we should definitely be closing either with the doji or whatever the fuck you guys want to call it, but this should keep on pushing, and it is pushing right now on the first minute. So first minute of the hour is pushing, and again, it's the first. Also, it's the first minute of the 4 hour, so we definitely can get a small retest to the downside, or we might just continue up. So let's say in this situation you've been holding for this long and you want to go ahead and keep the trade open, but let's say the retest, it's gonna retest your entry level at the the one that I called, which is 126,600, right below this wick. What you're gonna do is that you definitely want to go ahead and close as it's going to your entry, and close as much as you can, and then of course re-enter. There's nothing wrong about re-entering a position if well, it's my opinion. You can re-enter a position if that position goes into your entry. It hits your entry point. You basically got stopped at break even. And if you have that energy, and you have that motive to keep on, uh, let's say trading, or you want to have that position and you want to make sure that that trade hits your TP because you're 100% certain that it's going to go up to it, then why not, just reopen that position. I mean, you didn't lose anything. It went into your break even, your entry, um, and it's a perfect trade, so why waste it, right?
Yep.
But I get, some people get exhausted. You're like, oh shit, my position was at 9 pips already, almost hit 10, and now it's retracing all the way back to my entry. I don't want to go ahead and stay on the charts again, and I completely understand that. So that's entirely up to you. Um, you could always set what's called a buy limit. So let's say that you expect that retest, as Kerwin was saying, and it's gonna be right around this area. You set up a buy limit. If it doesn't hit your stop, I mean you stop if it's a break even at your entry, then you'll definitely get a buy limit activated for it to continue to push up. Basically, you will be buying at the wick. But other than that, let's see how this 5 minute closes, and based on that, I can see more or less where we're gonna continue. See how we created a wick to the top, meaning that EJ has that range to continue up. Now, if this 5 minute can stay above this previous one, we can definitely say that this is a valid trade for it to continue up. But I'm extremely tired, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night in 2 minutes. I hope you all had a great day with the squad. Hopefully, I can start streaming on Wednesdays once I get a better streaming rig or a monitor, I guess, because it's kind of annoying going back and forth on the same thing, and just trying to figure this out. Now on gold, we're actually getting the same what we spoke about beginning of the stream. That was the break on the break below on the current support on gold. I think yeah, you and Kerwin, you talked about it with Jiven. We're getting something like this to then retest this area, or maybe something like this, a little range around here for it to continue up.
Yeah, let's see if London can give us a nice setup on gold to continue going for the buys toward New Year session. New Year session should be nice because we're gonna have the weekly candle closing tomorrow, so it should be nice. I would love to see gold going toward the 1900s. Retest that area.
Yeah, I
1900
mean,
should
we're
be nice.
$3 away, bro. We hit what?
Yeah, from
1897?
the daily, yes, yeah.
So
Because
definitely.
1900s, and it's a nice area to look for as a contention area.
Yeah.
You know, but this weekly candle already broke above the previous one. I'm expecting some more use toward 1900s. It's a nice skill level, but I will need some support created during London or pre-London session. So we can have that push toward New York.
Of course.
Yeah. GJ as well. I've been looking, you know, if I've been trading, I've been looking for buys on GJ or basically sells. It's gonna be a little bit tricky on GJ. But once you get support created on GJ pre-London, not this massive range which is Asian session right now, but during London pre-London, we may have a nice rally on GBP JPY.
Yeah, continue to 100 on what 41.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting as well.
Yeah.
So on gold right now, the 5-minute, you can see that it's continuing down. This is a very sketchy feed, because of the wicks, probably based on ticks. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to Oanda. Oh, perfect. Haha, I got them. You see, I just had to reset them. So these are my levels on gold, Oanda. What the fuck? Take this shit out. I don't know about DJ. I don't know if it was on that or not. Yeah, I don't know if they have. There you go. So it's on Forex.com. That's my feed for GJ. What the heck is this Alex G guy? Who the fuck are you, bro? Like, what are you saying? Pros use it to go
Spam in the chat. That is funny,
yeah,
man. I mean, I love people
yeah.
when they do that.
Laughing, I'm 1,000 sure you haven't even made 5K. With these goofs, you will get 250K. As well, just get a job will be faster. God damn, this guy's hating hard, bro. Pretty sure your mentor didn't tell you that. People just sell courses to make money off it. You know who he sounds like? He sounds like fucking Iron Man. Fucking Iron Crack.
Oh, man, no. It's good. It's funny.
Keep it. He said, keep it coming, man. For me, one pair is more than enough. And then he asked this other guy, have you heard about chart flows? Shut the fuck up, guy. You dumbass guy. You fucking idiot. You suck a dick. Probably skinny ass dick sucker. Anyway, guys, go ahead and like the stream. Go ahead and share with your auntie and them. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm gonna call it a night.
Mack.
Yeah. What's up? What's up, Kerwin?
Quick. good thing, man. Somebody sent the chart.
Oh,
Salim
okay.
sent the chart. Can you check if
Yeah,
we
I
can
got
pull up the
got
chart?
it. Good. Rohan, hey Mac, do you need a partnership? Not from you, guy. You're not
Where is
playing, Rohan.
Rohan,
Why do you need a
man?
partnership, bro? Come on, explain yourself, man. Let me see.
Rohan.
A partnership? Like, what the fuck do you think I am? A firm? A hedge fund? Alex Tina, I live in USA, New York. Okay, you want to meet up? Let's meet up. Let's meet up. Fucking, I love people who love to talk shit. If you live in New York and you want to meet up, because you exposed me. Exposed me on what? I don't get it. Mac is mad because I exposed them. How do I check? Oh, Zoom chat. It sounds like fucking iron crack. You wanna expose me, bro? Let's meet up and
Mac, I'll meet you.
Oh, you meet me? Who's that? Who's that?
I got your back, Mac.
Oh, you got my back. let's meet up.
I'm the young Bronx.
Oh, you're in the Bronx. I was in.
If somebody wants to fight you, look, you're doing this for free. It doesn't matter. You know, if anybody's arguing what you're doing,
no, man,
it's sad because you're coming here just to commune and learn.
Yeah.
Whether you're an expert or not, it's sad.
I
Like,
don't know.
Just
You're talking
learn.
about chart flows. I thought, bro, people. I'm telling you, bro, dudes are fucking crazy, bro. Nowadays, they just come into your thing, and you're doing something just to do it for free and just to help, and they just want to go ahead and expose you like they're like conspiracy fucking um conspiracy freaks and shit. It's like, if you want to
Unhappy with
expose
their own
me,
existence.
go ahead and let's meet up and expose me. Expose me on what? That's what I want to know. Say, oh, these guys haven't
You
made
just called out a live trade. How could you be exposed?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that chart. I really like the chart from Salim.
Let's see.
Nicely done.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I love it.
Nicely done.
So you definitely got it right when you drew that area right here of it was previous resistance. You took that entry at the break of that. This is a 50-minute chart, so that's good. Did create a high. That was your confirmation on the 5-minute as well that it was going to continue up, and now you got stuck into that little range, which prominently I would suggest you just to either close half of your position or close at all as we're coming to 9:30, and we might get a push to the downside as volume is coming into the market. And Alex G, you can suck my dick. If you want to meet up, let's meet up, and I'll beat the fuck out of you for talking shit, bitch ass. Fucking keyboard
this is
warriors,
fun. This
bro.
is for free, man. Enjoy the ride. If you don't like it,
if you don't like it, bro,
the worst thing you can do is give a dislike, and that's it.
There's
man.
a fucking dislike button, bro. Like, go ahead and dislike
Yeah.
it and stop talking
Move
shit.
on, and that's it.
Conspiracy theories.
Why wasting your energy on this?
Or better yet, go find your Wall Street friend, and I know many of them, that will teach you the same thing that people are showing you for free.
Exactly.
Yeah, go. Actually, walk to Wall Street since you're in New York, and try to get into, talk to a hedge fund manager and see if you could get a job, and stop coming into a fucking YouTube live stream.
It's funny, but at the same time, it's sad because for me, it's funny that one person doesn't find value on this, but the amount of messages that I receive every day from people that I never seen in my life saying thank you for everything that we do for free, trying to teach them the right way. I mean, that for me, that's the most beautiful feeling, man. Trust.
Is it like, oh, he
and
said,
for one person that don't like this, I mean, Move on, brother.
He's like,
Move
I'm
on.
giving false hope to new traders. First and foremost, I'm not giving no hope to nobody, bro. If you don't like to trade, then you shouldn't even be looking at the screen, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Second of all, how am I giving hope? What hope? I'm not saying you're making millions out of this. I don't make millions out of this. I make tops, honestly, $1,000 a week, bro. I'm not even at that point in my life that I'm making $100,000 on a weekly basis, and I've made over $200,000 on a yearly basis. I've had companies before, and I've done many side jobs before too. So
All I
at
would
this
say is
point,
your accountant won't give you free advice like this.
yeah. And you know, at this point, man, to be honest, we all are learning. We are learning. That's why I'm telling you, we are in this together. Nobody should left behind. We will continue
Right.
pushing and moving the right direction.
Right.
And you know, I don't know, maybe at 30% of what is the market of Forex.
Right.
I think I know just a little bit.
Whether you
You
like it
know,
or not, bro.
I am really aware that there's a lot of stuff that I don't know yet. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna survive in this market, in whatever condition the market is. I mean, if I can pass on my knowledge to another people, that's a blessing for me, man.
Like I'm actually gonna talk to him. Like, why? How am I giving false hope and why are you heated?
Mac, it's not worth your energy.
No, I'm not, bro. I just got free time, so I'm just trying to figure this out. So yeah, then again, GJ did hit that rejection zone. So EJ, I mean, sorry about that. Just go ahead with somebody named Paul Rose. Yeah, I'll meet you. Where do you live by? I live on Rockaway Beach. I live on 108 on Rockaway Beach Boulevard. If you want to meet up, let's meet up. And if you want to throw hands, I'll throw hands with you, bro. Whatever you want, man. Because I know I'll
Trust
fuck your
Cuban
ass up
loves
because
true hand.
you sound like a little ass bitch ass hole behind the keyboard. So if you wanna fight and expose me, come through. Here's my address, like on the chat.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Be safe. Thank you for coming, Kerwin. Thank you, everyone.
It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, Dragon
as
Spec.
always.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Was a
we'll
nice
see you
session,
guys next week, Tuesday. Hopefully, we get more haters.
Yeah, we're approaching to the end of the year, so it's gonna be nice. So
I live
at
by
this point,
Southampton. We can
everything is
honestly
nice
meet
for
up.
me
I come
because
across the
it's
live stream. If
Christmas.
you guys
It's,
saw
you know,
useless
the
keys
Holy
and telling
Spirit
your
is
fake
hitting my heart. So I
Yes.
forgive everybody. So you can say whatever you want to me.
I don't know,
I'll be here for you no matter what.
Thank you, man. Hey, bye, guys. Be safe. Take it easy.
Stay strong.
Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you
Salim,
guys
no
tomorrow.
problem. It's a pleasure.
Bye.
Back, people.
Yeah. Babu.
Take care. Have a good night. Enjoy.
Likewise. I'm tired as shit. Fucking coming from the hospital.